私たち付き合ってもう3年でしょ。
うまい。
何バナナ食べてんの？
あ、ごめん。
そろそろ実家の親。
うまい。
何バナナ食べてんの？
ごめん。
3年も付き合ったらそろそろせいよ。
うまい。
聞いてる？
バナナはドール。
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
bad deals,
Cars that break down!
thieves,
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
you can kiss my ass.
it's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker!
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed!
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass!
you heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass!
Bring your tray.
Bring your title!
Bring your wife.
We'll fuck her!
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing!
That's right.
Challenge pissing!
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait!
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off!
Only at Big Bill Hell.
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off!
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check!
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker.
Go to hell!
Big Bill Hell's Cars.
Baltimore's filthiest!
And exclusive on one of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Guaranteed!
And welcome everybody to the Atlanta Motor Speedway. We are here for 133 laps. "42 cars lining up on the grid. There we go. And let's go side by side with them. Hello, Dan. Starting on pole, Jamie Carter, second front row start of the year. 2 for 2. She's on pole this time, though. Side by side with Louise McClure for Royal Purple Motorsports. Sammy Cobbin, the 77 car, starting third, side by side with Dylan Touchton. And then Trent McPherson, the Royal Purple HMX car, is side by side with Connor Muir in the Ghost MG Warhead Sour Apple Toyota. Row behind him, Andy Bewley and her Ford is side by side with Joseph Onesto in the Lucas Oil Chevy. And then Aaron in the Western Auto Toyota starts next to Timmy Weathers in the Aaron's Dream Machine 50. Sorry, wrong car. The Napa 55. And Brett Pritchard in the 44. Defending winner starts alongside Benjamin Thomas.
And we have Makoto Kino on the 88 car.
Double eight.
The double eight. Yeah. If we were in Australian supercars, we would have the triple eight. So the double eight Onesto's Home Improvement Warehouse machine to the inside of Evan Coward in the 61. 2 Chevy SS's in the row number 7. Then we have John Hicks starting next to Rick Hughes, Pepsi 48.
Nice Peeps Pepsi car this weekend.
And then in row number 9, we have Adam Douglas in the High Rock Vodka Camaro to the inside of the 92 Caitlin Meir. Have the 4 car of Austin Yoakum, one of the 2 Canadians in the field, to the inside of Jeff Cannon in the Splunk Toyota. We have the 87 car that belongs to Eugene Hawk, who had a vicious crash yesterday. Starts the inside of Quinn Izzo in the 15 5-hour Energy Toyota.
One more.
And then, of course, we have the 91 car of Francie Davis to the inside of Daniel Quinones, who started on pole last night.
And the row behind him is Brandon Crasta in the Long John Silver 63 car. He'll be starting to the inside of Jacob McMillan in his number 12 Western Auto Toyota. 2 Western Auto cars in the weekend running. The number 10 car of Andrew Weisbecker starts to the outside of the 79 car. He's in a backup car. This is his Auto Club car. Was in a crash in practice with his primary livery, so that will not be on this weekend. Engines are fired. We'll be having them pace around now. Brad Smith is going to be starting to the inside of that 56 machine. Echo Park Unlimited, the actual race is on the hood of the car. A little advertising going on for the NASCAR race coming up here pretty soon. And Anissa Nitniewski starts to the inside of the number 1 car. Lizzie Wesley, I cannot speak, will be starting alongside her. Chris Davis starts next to Dylan Young. Dakota Cottle starts next to Mariah Douglas. Last part of the field, Tim Salmon and Richie Monson start side by side. Ryan DeLusso and Gavin Kircher. Joshua Lockhart and Dana Garwood are what's going to round out your field, and it is now time to get set up for racing.
I just want to bring one more thing to our attention. Quinn Izzo in that number 15 5-hour Energy car, a 13 race top 10 streak.
That is insane.
We hope not to jinx them today and try to continue that streak.
Hopefully not. All right, almost time to go racing. Pace cars in the pits.
Complete package on the cars.
Green, green, green.
The green flag waves. We are underway.
Down into turn number 1 here at Atlanta, we already have a little bit of 3-wide action going on towards the back, but up front, we're going to watch the leaders. Connor splitting in between the Toyotas and the Chevy. Jamie's still at the forefront of this field. Side drafting going on. Toyota's tandeming up the middle together. The first lap is still going to go to Jamie Carter.
Looks like everyone's settling in nice and easy. Connor Mir is kind of alone on the outside, needs some help to be able to get up to
And
the front.
here comes Luis to actually give him some help. Something we haven't touched on, you may have noticed, we have the wicker bells up on the roofs, and we got trouble in the back.
That's
69 in the wall. Dylan touched in.
That's going to have to bring out a caution.
Yeah, we're going to call the caution on that one. Car got up into the catch fence. Officials need to check that out, make sure it's good.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Let's see, let's go back and check again. That didn't officially register as a crash, which is a Y on our system. That didn't come up as a caution. Really unfortunate for Touchton. iReal Motorsports, number 69 car. Got the nice Hoonigan livery in tribute to Ken Block.
Looks like Onesto had contact with the 48 car.
Let's give this right here. See if we can get a better camera angle. That contact right there is all that was needed. Begins to send him up the racetrack and into the wall. Looks like Ernesto was kind of just ping-ponging around. Also made contact with the 77 car. It's unfortunate for that Lucas Oil Chevy SS and, of course, the Camaro involved. Hopefully the underside of that car is okay.
The 77 and the 48 also got the wall.
There were some cars on pit road. Maybe some strategy play. None of these cars were involved. They're just coming down and making some changes and adjustments.
It's Josh Lockhart and Dana Garwood.
Back at the front, it is still Jamie Carter and Andy Bewley. So with that, we will take a short little break. We'll be right back.
Wrong one.
In a can. Power.
Got a job.
Got a job.
Just call the IRS.
Got a start.
Gotta call the IRS.
Got a job.
The IRS has seasonal and temporary positions open right now, starting at over $10 an hour. You'll get paid training, a good salary, and most importantly, valuable work experience. Apply today and soon be...
Got a job.
Just call the IRS.
And we're back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So lights in the pace car out will be going green flag this time around. And the number 62 car has been given a warning for causing the incident. If another one happens by him, first penalty is going to be a EOL, and then he'll be parked on pit road, and if it happens for a third time after that, disqualification. Here we go.
I didn't know you were doing single file too.
Just for the super speedways.
Okay. That's a good call.
Green flag is back out in the air. Lap 7 out of 133 for the Dubby Shakers 375K. And we get back underway.
The 88 car immediately jumped out of the outside to go and hook up with her teammate. The two Change It Racing cars nose to tail behind the 29. Letting Brett Pritchard come up.
It's Adam and Keno working.
Can't quite stay nose to tail.
Looks like I think he's trying to block the 77 from trying to go up the middle. And now he's going to fall in line on the bottom. Up at the front, Jamie still leads, but she's under fire. Ford's and Toyota behind. Aaron's got a lot of his cars up at the front here with his Ford Racing Camp. And now they're 3 wide going for the lead. That's Luis McClure trying to make the pass on Carter. And he's going to complete it coming out of the corner, but Bewley's going to be the one that leads the lap. And Carter defends the position. Oh, almost some contact there with the leaders. That was McPherson and Bewley.
What are your taillights?
Because it's a 90s Taurus. Because it's a high mileage oil. All of the Royal cars have a different car. Carter now trying to make the pass again on Bewley, this time from the outside. It's a female 1-2 front here at the FARCA race today. Rookie leading the race. See Aaron over here blocking the 62 of Onesto. He's trying to get a Chevy up at the front of this pack. He's now going to go to the inside. Here comes Austin Yoakum. Wow, with a huge head of steam being pushed by Adam.
Yeah, Adam tends to work with the iReal Motorsports cars pretty well.
And if it's something to say from experience, if there's somebody you need pushing you at a super speedway race, Adam is a veteran at pushing at super speedways.
Yeah, we would like to see Adam actually get lined up with Brett Pritchard, knowing that those two work so well together, but I'm not really too sure where the 44 car is at the moment. Looks like he scored in 14th.
Yeah, 14th position is where he is at. Now 13th. He's getting himself up there. He's almost there with his teammate. Of course, this is the 69 with damage from the first caution, but he's got his other two cars charging up here at the front. Trenton goes 3 wide with his teammate and rival at the bottom of the track. The 62 of Onesto is on a charge currently, and here comes the Canadian, Jonathan Hicks, to the outside.
Two Canadians are lined up on the
contact!
Aaron
And
Adam,
the Canadian, he goes into the wall. A huge crash behind him after the Douglas brothers make contact.
The officials are going to throw the caution.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of damage to the 88 car.
Not something that we had anticipated seeing the Douglas brothers do, but alas, they have done it. Oh, good lord. Let's go back and get to that moment of that impact. All right, so watch Aaron in the middle. This is the same similar thing that happened with the 62
He just
car.
tried to chop the zero off. You see him come down, the zero's going to be about in the apron.
The zero's maintaining his line there with the 77 car, and then
97's going to push him down onto the apron.
Then he goes straight up and into the 5 car. 5 car does the exact same thing that happened to the the 69 car, and then you see Mariah Douglas getting involved with the GJK Penske cars and lots of other cars sliding into it. You see the Aaron's Dream Machine, 00, the Onesto's Home Improvement Warehouse 88's also involved, Lizzie's involved, Ryan's involved. Big crash. At the front,
Austin Yoakum is pitting in now.
Actually, let's see. We got a few takers on pit road this time.
There is some damage to the 4 car. There's a lot of damage on the right side of the 4.
And there is the warning for Aaron as well. He's on the same system that Onesto is, that he could possibly be penalized as well for another incident caused.
Yeah, and definitely not ideal. Not the person he's going to want to run into either with his
No.
brother to start that as well.
Especially, you know, they were running together in the same team last season. They still are doing some alliances together with their guys, but it's not what they wanted to have happen.
Yeah, there's been some talk about getting Aaron back into the VPS series, getting a 7th car going.
He's
for
antsy.
Change
because
in racing.
He won the championship last year, and he's doing so good so far this year. He just wants to be back behind the wheel of the Gen 6 again.
No chase to help him, so he'd have to gain up all those points back on the racetrack.
He'll be starting 2 races behind.
What number is he going to run, though?
I've got all kinds.
We'll have to break the 21 out or something. Or Aaron can run the 53. It would be kind of cool if you were 63 and I was 53, because Dad's 73. It just, you know.
Just noticed that is off.
Yeah. So 1 to green. Dylan Touchton's back on the racetrack. Is going to be a lap down. Here comes Makoto Kino to join the inside lane.
Deluso as well. Third car on that inside lane.
Yeah, Ryan had been involved in that most recent accident. He didn't have too much damage, but still, he's going to have a teammate right behind him.
Dylan Young as well. And here we go. Lap 18. Caution number 2 out of the way. Let's get back to racing.
Oh my goodness!
My gosh! That's a way to get your lap back. He certainly tried.
The Monster Car 10, is that Andrew Weisbecker?
Yes, that was Andrew. That was definitely an attempt. Almost worked.
Oh, it's
we got
caution
a
out.
yellow. Oh, man.
It's Aaron Douglas again.
Let's see what happened with Aaron. I think that might have been airborne.
Oh my
man.
goodness. Is that Evan Coward?
Yep, that is Evan Coward.
And who's in the middle? Eugene Hawk?
Eugene Hawk.
It's 2 for 2 for Eugene.
Looks like Eugene.
Eugene causes this.
Yep. Comes down onto Coward's car, and they go right up into Aaron's.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, Eugene's trying to take out as many cars as possible. That's an EOL right there. He's a madman.
And then Aaron's tumble. Yeah, that car's going to need some extensive repairs.
If Joe Nemechek can do it at Nashville, Aaron can do it at Atlanta.
All right. Pit strategy. No, almost. They're just doing stuff. Never mind. All right.
We're going to hand an EOL to the 87 car.
Coming this year to a track near you, the Enzyte 50 with Smilin' Bob. Feel the thrills, feel the chills, feel the excitement of 3,000 pounds of raw racing power. Catch the action as Bob slices through the competition like a warm knife through butter and starts to make friends with some of the other fellas at the track. Yes, watch Bob as he takes the checker and makes his way to victory lane. You could buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. With his foot to the floor and a tank full of confidence, looks like it's non-stop action for Smiling Bob and the N-Sight 50. This year, catch the thrills and chills of motorsport racing and experience natural nail enhancement with N-Sight. 3 samples of N-Sight available while supplies last. Just call or visit forensight.com. Because with N-Sight, everybody wins.
ايه ده؟ ما تيجي نجيب باندا يا بابا.
يا ابني ده ابني ما جبنا حاجات كتير.
Just you know why. Why you and I will buy and
باندا ما يتقلهاش لا.
Alright, back here, the space between the 88 car and the 48 is going to disappear here in a bit. Once we get ready to roll, the 48 is going to move back up to the 88.
There's the penalty for Eugene Hawk. Intentional wrecking. Move to the end of the longest line.
So Ryan got his lap back, and he's going to be at the tail end of the lead lap cars.
In fact, it's back out in the air. Andy Bewley leads us back across the line. We are racing again at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Hopefully now we can get things rolling. Connor Meir trying to shoot to the outside, but he has no help.
We're going to let him back in line.
They're trying to lap. A lot of lap cars here are going to be interfering with this. Keep in mind who on the scoreboard is actually contending.
Watch out for the 33
position.
car.
Oh, 4 wide, 27's up in the wall. Another massive crash. Nowhere where anybody to go, and it is just a huge pileup. Four wide does not work here. That was the 12, it looked like, of McMillan, one of the lap down cars, or now will be a lap down car. Got into the Aaron's Dream Machine. Oh, the Dream Machine retaliated, came back up, and showed his displeasure. Meanwhile, the O2 was already having a moment herself. O2 continued to flip during that crash, and just literally the whole pack had nowhere to go. Adam involved, 18, 9, everybody else in the screen. All are going to have damage somewhere on their car. O2 is going to be getting some repairs for a while on this one. That is just unfortunate. All right, well, all this gets sorted out. Be on another break. back here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Tim Salmon is going to be given an EOL penalty while we await everything to go on. He's on the trap. I don't care. He's getting a penalty. Up at the front of the pack. Let's go ahead and go through the order. That way everybody can see where we are at. So Andy Bewley is currently leading this race, the rookie, in her 84 Ford for Rebel Racing. Connor Meir is in second. Rival Energy Company, Ghost Energy, and the Warhead Sour Apple. In third place, we have our pole sitter, Jamie Carter. Up 34 positions is Richie Mancha, now in fourth with his Ford. He's escaped most damage of what's been going on. Benjamin Thomas, another energy drink company. The Menards Monster Energy Chevy is in the fifth position. Lizzie Wesley and her Chevy is in sixth. David Walsh and the Echo Park Unlimited 56 is in seventh. Makoto Kino, Augusta's Home Improvement Warehouse Chevy is in eighth. Francie Davis, trying to catch up to the field despite the massive amount of damage done to her car, is in ninth. And Rick Hughes, yeah, he's in 10th. Wild, because he's shown third in this regard. Lights on the pace car out. We're going to be going green flag this time around. It's going to be a forced single file because of all the incidents that have been happening. 9 cars are on the lead lap. The next caution, we might just cycle cars around. So yeah, here we go. Massive crash took out a huge chunk of the field. Lots of cars still on pit road trying to get repairs. Connor battling side by side with the 84 car, going down into turns 3 and 4. Carter in third, trying to move around the lap traffic, stuck behind the 48 and 19 as they approach Francie Davis. Sorry, Caitlin Meir. That's going to hold them up, and Connor is going to now take the lead for the race.
It's this last car that's going to make things messed up, that Rebel Racing car.
It's going to change the whole front of this. That puts Richie in second. That 4 car is a lap down. Same for the 19. So it's just Connor and Richie up at this front of the field. His teammate helped him out with that. 92 helping him out. Puts Billy back in third. Ben moves up to fourth. Carter's down to fifth. This is that whole second pack. Oh, a little bit of a stack up. Hold on to it. Hold on to it, 55. That could have been disaster. Keno and Walsh, they're working together. Those 3 cars on the outside of the front of this pack are all on the lead lap. Those are all places for position. As Connor is battling with Richie in this pack of cars, Bewley has caught them. It is going to be Rebel Racing versus Meir Toyota.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
the Rebel cars. Oh no!
Contact!
Oh.
Hold on to it. Side drafting in the corners, taking every bit of real estate they can. Andy moves back to second and is trying to charge back to it. That was probably displeasure for blocking her from the lead.
Women drivers. I'm joking, by the way.
So Andy now on the charge. 2 Toyotas blocking her side by side. And she fakes out Dylan and moves to the bottom. Can Andy get around Connor? More aggressive racing, the other Dutch Bros car showing displeasure to the 92 car. That's Richie Mancha, a veteran of FARCA, trying to get up to his teammates so he can help her out. And Andy gets to the inside of Connor. They are side by side at the line. 100 laps to go, and Andy retakes the lead on the bottom, passing Connor Meir. Connor battling hard on the outside. He actually gets to lead this lap after Dylan Young provides the push going through the tri-oval. And Young is moved out of the, almost moved out of the way by Yoakum. The second pack is catching this pack, which means Chaos is on the way. Who is going to lead at the time of the caution? And Caitlin moves to the inside as a lap car, trying to unlap herself and help out Connor in the process. Andy leads that lap with contact to the 19 and the 29. Pressure from the Toyotas as Connor begins to drop back in the pack on that outside, trying to avoid the 3-wide chaos that becomes that racing. Yoko in contact with the 48 car, nothing too serious. They stay relatively clean. Everything seems to be okay for now. Behind them, Connor falls back to the bottom lane. As we approach more lap traffic, it's time to see who can navigate around Eugene Hawk and Evan Coward. Outside lane's going to be prevailing on this one. The Chevy is helping out. Now we have a whole bunch of cars, 5 now trying to compete for this lead of the race. It looks like 2 lap, and we have a flip. The 46 of Jamie Carter still going up and over in a violent crash. This is the 5th caution of the night.
High centered.
High centered. That car is going to have to get towed. That is unfortunate for the 46 car. It looks like they got into Mariah Douglas heading into turn number 1.
It's like Jamie didn't even check her surroundings.
No, I think that could have been a spotter fail too, because too far ahead to be able to see the car to the right. And then, yeah, basically just self-cleared in the wall and got up and over. How Yoakum almost got tagged by the car crashing. That would have been really bad for him. And unfortunately, as this car begins to crash, the other Toyotas get involved. Kino's involved.
I don't think Kino was involved. I think she...
she
got hit just right there.
And Quinones gets through. In fact, why don't we go on board with that 88 car? Where's the 88? There it is. So this is on board with Makoto, full speed. Wild. All right, we are going to go ahead and adjust the field because we have very few cars in the lead lap. After pit cycles, everything are complete. We'll be back in a bit. Just enjoy some music for now. All right, we are back. $19 cars now on the lead lap. We did some waiver rounds. Andy Bewley still leads, having a hard battle with Connor Mir. Her teammate Richie Mancha not too far behind. We're getting ready to take the green flag here. Lap 46 out of 133, under 100 to go. We've had 5 cautions so far tonight. I'm sure it's not the last. Here we go. Connor going for the lead. Andy moves back, lets Francie Davis go by as well. With a lap led by the Ghost Energy Toyota. Andy now back on the bottom line, working with Makoto this time. Francie now goes to the inside of Connor Mir. 2 Toyotas side by side. Connor throws the block. Trying to keep both of those cars at bay. He's got no help teammate-wise, just him. Oh, and Jonathan Hicks is just going to absolutely ruin that whole front field. And that puts Andy and Richie back to the lead. Parking him.
Yeah, 25 laps down.
25 laps down and several seconds off the pace. Jonathan Hicks is being black flagged and pulled off the racetrack. Especially for blocking the leaders like the way he did. There it is, 5-car parked. And yeah, he is off track. Connor at least is back up here battling again. Those are the two cars that got shuffled out of that pack. That's Makoto and Francie. They're still trying to work together, get their cars back up. Meanwhile, it's Dutch Bros and Ghost Energy. And after that, Ben in the pack right behind it. 55 car Timmy Weathers behind it. All of the cars around him are lapped down. A little further back, Krasta. This pack of McMillan and Walsh. 06 is not on the lead lap. Quinones a little bit running by himself with Yoakum behind him. Wonderful, crank it up. Oh, huge crash. Huge crash on the front stretch.
No, it's just...
Oh, man. That was a brutal, brutal crash on the front stretch. All fans are on their feet on that one. What in the world happened there? Yikes. Is that my car? No, that's me.
You really fulfilled your crash quota.
Oh, I really did. Oh, I got dumped.
By Evan.
Evan Coward.
What a coward.
Now watch as the 61 Circle B diecast car comes down and just catches the quarter panel of Aaron's Western Auto Toyota. Sends him right into the outside wall, and he flips right on top of the field. Full blow over status for the 61 car. More cars begin to pile in. Not really a good camera. Then hit
Chris
again.
Davis.
And let's see again. Watching again. This is Makoto Kino. full speed of the crash. Violent crash for multiple people involved. Oh my.
Just on the 18 right there.
I was mainly looking for. That works too. There he is, 12. That pile in was just wild. Massive, massive crash. That puts Connor Meyer at the lead. Brad Smith and David Walsh, Timmy Weathers. Looks like some cars pitted. Cars are actively pitting. Alright, we'll go through.
Alright, man. Lights back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Alright, lights on the pace car out. We will be going green this time around. A couple cars did get a wave around. Looking at 16 cars on the lead lap currently. A lot of cars are damaged. Few of them have managed to stay clean, and that is going to be the key to this race, is avoiding all of these massive crashes. Alright, so Connor and the Warhead Sour Green Apple Ghost Energy Toyota is going to lead us to the line. The Flex Seal #1 of Brad Smith is behind him, and the Echo Park Unlimited 56. Here we go.
There's a home race for the sponsor on the 56 car.
Really is. Advertising their NASCAR race coming up soon.
They changed the branding to Raptor, actually, so they're not going to have a race.
Echo Park.
Yeah, it's the Raptor Tough 200 or 300.
It's weird because they were running a promotion to be the pace car driver with Echo Park.
Yeah, they still will have that, but it's the Raptor Tough 300.
It's weird.
It's in 30 minutes.
It's in 30 minutes.
Yeah, they're running right after the truck race. Echo Park's in Atlanta. The race is always the Atlanta Xfinity race, but they changed the branding to Raptor.
I was talking about the Cup race.
Oh.
I was like, oh damn, why would they change that? Oh god, here's the 87. And there.
Well, no, they might pick him up actually.
Yeah, he's not going too slow. Yeah, they are going to pick him up. He's already building speed. He's fine.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to park a couple cars.
Oh yeah.
Soon when they come
Oh
out.
yeah. I'm ready for it. Little change up in the lead. Mancha now going to be battling with Connor Mir. Tim Weathers, for the first time, our defending champion. You see his special green banner. He's now inside the top 3 in his Napa Auto Parts Toyota. See, Quinones has help with one of his teammates, albeit a lap down. That's Rick Hughes in the Pepsi car. Dodge brought a different nose to this race, even though it's the second race of the season. They're already trying something different. Halfway done with this one. And Mancha's going to lead.
Outside lane got really loose in that corner. It's going to allow Connor to retain the lead.
Yeah, the Arrow is not really working too well off the Chevys. We've noticed this race. It's been Ford or Toyota dominated. As Brad, very, very loose getting into the corner. Had to gather that Toyota back up. Connor moves to the outside lane, blocks down to the inside to shut the door on the defending champion. We approach lap traffic. That's Quinn Ezo. '15 car very off pace. Let's see if they actually pick him up or not. Looks like they are. That car still has speed. He's just lapped down. Here comes McMillan, the 12 car. Heavily damaged 12 car.
That one's going to be a park.
That is going to be a part. So, I was just going a lap down too.
Wait, go to laps?
It's right here.
Now 35, you got to park him.
Oh yeah, he's 5 seconds off pace. And the 12 car of Jacob McMillan is going to be parked for minimum speed. Who cares? Same thing. He's driving like him. Up at the front. Dakota Cottle battling with Connor Mir. 3 out of the 4 makes are up here. Oh, sorry, he's in Ford. It's Ford versus Toyota. Connor trying to block both lanes. Quinones in 5th trying to join this battle. Drafting with the 79 car. Justin Osborne. Bueller and Quinones now have a little pack of their own going on with that 79. They're trying to get something worked up together. They are getting closer. So we'll have a 6-car battle for the lead now. Quinones running the throwback back to his original paint scheme from last year. He purchased Alpine Motorsports from Aaron Gabron, and he ran that car for a season. And now he's up here racing with Ben. Put their heads together, switch to Dodge. They're the only team being supplied by those powerhouses. You check the lap time in the menu one. Actually, no, I can.
You don't have the race active on the side.
3 seconds off.
But let's see if I do this. I guess I could just push that button.
2 seconds off, actually. It's fine. She's good. All right, we got a pack. Even Dylan Young is catching this one, who's been involved in several wrecks today. Hasn't had the best of luck to starting off this season. He's getting that Corsair Toyota back up there. Oh, big loose down the back straightaway. That car is definitely upset. They got a whole new clip on the front end of that car, trying to get this thing going. And Quinones now all the way up to third. Yeah, Francie was definitely on pace. Oh, a huge slope, and is that a green flag pit stop? And it is. Connor Meir coming down all by himself for a green flag pit stop.
There's 24 laps extra because of all the cautions. They saved a lot of fuel.
They did. Let's see who comes in next. That did spread the field out just a hair.
Oh, they'll all come down. They gotta react.
Yep. 84 stays out, as well as most of the rest of the other pack. It is so far just Connor Meir who pitted, and is now coming out of pit road. The 18 also, but that was a lap down car. 92 is in. At the lead, it is Andy Bueller again. The car that's been battling with the 29 all night. Coming down to 50 laps to go. So far, no one else has pitted. It's just Ben and Connor. They'll have fresh tires and fuel. Maybe that was just strategy call, doing the short pit. We shall see. Up at the battle for the lead, 4 cars all together. 2 Dutch Bro, Sunoco, and Flex Seal. Connor is also one of the few cars that hasn't been involved in a crash that has had to come down to pit road so far to fuel. So that could also be one of the few characteristics of why he had to pit so early. Everyone else pretty much has had to come down at one point or another for repairs. He hasn't been involved in anything. So that could be an unfortunate strategy for the 29 car. We'll have to see how this continues to go on as Andy's trying to avoid Dana's 06. They pick up some lappers. It's Lizzie and Austin, as well as Louis McClure. Luis had one of the fastest cars on track. Unfortunately, because of the accidents, he is no longer one of those, and he's got contact with the 4 car. Don't wreck the leaders battling a lapper. That could have been disastrous. Richie spends no time getting out ahead and away from that. He does not want to be involved. And there's the trouble. That's what we were waiting for. That was what was going to happen. And Dakota Cottle, unfortunately, receives the short end of that stick. Massive damage to the 7 car. Let's see what happened here. It's 3 wide. The 4 car comes down. Gets into the quarter panel of Luis's 27 car. And that goes right into the wall. Massive flip for Luis. Again, that was such a good car. Young does a great job of not being involved. Him and Quinones. Awesome job. That could have been even more disastrous. Unfortunately, Brett Pritchard gets involved in that, as well as Dana, and everyone else seems to get away. 27. Looks like Trenton does catch the back of the 27 car. That's going to hurt his number 78 car. Cars coming down on pit road. This is where everything was waiting for. So while everybody is doing this, we can sort the field.
Automatic freshness, softness, and static control has never been easier with the Bounce dryer bar. I just stick it to the inside of my dryer, and I never have to remember.
Oh, Spice Body Spray makes you smell like power! It's so powerful it sells itself in other people's commercials. You smell like outdoor freshness.
You smell like power.
Yeah, I do. Power!
Coming this year to a track near you, the Enzyte 50 with Smilin' Bob. Feel the thrills, feel the chills, feel the excitement of 3,000 pounds of raw racing power. Catch the action as Bob slices through the competition like a warm knife through butter and starts to make friends with some of the other fellas at the track. Yes, watch Bob as he takes the checker and makes his way to victory lane. You could buy the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. With his foot to the floor and a tank full of confidence, looks like it's non-stop action for Smilin' Bob and the Enzyte 50. This year, catch the thrills and chills of motorsport racing and experience natural male enhancement with Enzyte. 3 samples of Enzyte available while supplies last. Just call or visit enzyte.com. Because with Enzyte, everybody wins.
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend,
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars.
Bad deals.
Cars that break down.
Thieves.
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill,
you can kiss my ass.
It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker.
You'll fall for this bullshit.
Guaranteed.
If you find a better deal,
Shove it up your ugly ass.
You heard us right.
Shove it up your ugly ass.
Bring your tray.
Bring your title.
Bring your wife.
We'll fuck her.
That's right, we'll fuck your wife.
Because at Big Bill Hell,
You're fucked 6 ways from Sunday.
take a hike
to Big Bill Hell.
home of challenge pissing.
That's right.
Challenge pissing.
How does it work?
If you can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet,
You get no down payment.
don't wait.
Don't delay.
Don't fuck with us or we'll rip your nuts off.
Only at Big Bill Hell's.
The only dealer that tells you to fuck off.
Hurry up, asshole.
This event ends the minute after you write us a check.
And it better not bounce or you're a dead motherfucker.
Go to hell.
Big Bill Hell's cars.
Baltimore's filthiest.
And exclusive home of the meanest sons of bitches in the state of Maryland.
Guaranteed.
Power in a can. Power.
Our kind of music makes you sing along. Well, jump on up.
All right, we are back. Lights should be out in the pace car, should be going green flag next time around. Re-allowing double file lap cars coming to the inside. You're restarting a lap 98. Your top 5 is Andy Bewley, Richie Mancha, Dylan Young, Daniel Quinones, and Brad Smith. Coming to the end of caution number 7, Brandon Crasta is in 6th, Anissa 7th, Weathers is in 8th, Walsh 9th, and Ryan DeLusso back on the lead lap is in 10th. Connor Muir, after the pit cycle troubles, also waves around with a few other cars all the way up in this lead lap position. 18 cars on the lead lap. Restarting on lap 99. We'll see if this is the actual end of it or not. Then we got room for another caution. All right, green flag back in the air for the Dubby Shakers. 375K. Andy leads us to the line. The rookie for Rebel Racing. Three wide behind him. That's over there with Tim Weathers. Working around Caitlin Muir. Trying to work the outside the best he can. Up at the front, we'll have more three wide. That's Dan and Brad. Dylan Young in third with a repaired car. Trying to make something happen after a very, massive crash. I saw the sparks in the other camera.
Yeah, you did.
Oh my gosh. Let's see what happened. Nesto died. That's
no,
what
he
happened.
didn't. These cars are super safe. They're not the next gen.
Oh, it looks like that is Eugene Hawk and the 33. Jeff Cannon. Yep. Going three wide, Eugene. Looks like he dumped him.
It's a DQ. Huge Hawk.
Massive, just massive crash. 4 cars, 5 cars flip. Look at how high the 33.
Oh, race is over. He knocked down the catch fits.
And destroyed the safer barrier. Connor involved. Oh, man.
Is the 88 on track?
No.
Got stuck. Okay, where's the 0? Is 0 on track?
Yep. And then you got
getting a wave.
What the fuck is going on? Well then.
The 88 is on track. Oh, you can't disqualify him if he's off track. It won't work.
Then we'll just leave it.
gotta delay the green.
That's fine.
Get the 18. That's a lot of laps.
Yeah.
10.
All right, 8th caution finally finishing up. We're getting ready to go green. Andy Bewley and Richie Mancho will be leading us to the line. Lap 104 of 133, 30 laps to go. Dylan Young, Krasta, Smith, Quinones, and Walsh all right behind him. Mancha leads down the backstretch, but here comes Dylan Young. Andy Bewley trying to help the very loose Dutch Brothers teammate out as they're now going to be going 3 wide. Young takes the lead out of turns 3 and 4. Quinones is in second. A lap led by the 19 car after a massively struggling race involved in the first 2 massive crashes. At wave around after wave around, who finally gets his lap back, and now he's leading the pack. Quinones trying to get his first lap led of the night. They are 3 wide behind him as Bewley splits them to try and retake the lead. It's going to be 3 wide for who can lead this lap. Leaders are getting really crazy for the end of this race. They're potentially going to take themselves out. Walsh rejoining this chaos as they finally settle in for 2x2 at the moment. Bewley trying to lead over Young. Young leads that lap around. Side drafting off the 84 car. Rick Hughes, who also was multiple laps down, finishing his wave rounds. He's trying to compete here with his teammate Quinones. Reckless Racing trying to salvage something as Dana holds up the pack. And that's going to separate them off massively. That car is going to get black flagged. Up at this part of the field, Richie leads with Rick Hughes and Walsh. The lap car of the 91. Francie, who had a really fast car this race, unfortunately kept multiple laps down due to crashes.
7 needs to be parked as well, too slow.
Yep. And Cottle is also going to be parked.
You're going to want to get the 92. 92, 69.
So behind them in that pack is Brad Smith and Quinones. They're trying to catch the leaders. David Walsh and Dylan Young are also in that pack of cars. Bewley, unfortunately, is cycled out because of all of this. And
it totally wiped out Crash's race.
Yeah, it really did. It wiped them all out. But they still have a little bit of time to catch as we go down to 23 laps to go. Richie leads over Rick Hughes. Brad Smith and Quinones have caught the 91 of Francie Davis. They're not going to work on passing her or speeding her up. The lap car, it's Evan Coward. Coward's
going to be too slow.
Oh, this is annoying. Black flag being shown to Evan Coward. So lap cars have no respect for these leaders at all. Two by two, the 25 and 0. And it looks like the Dodge 48 is going to go with the teammate 25. Ryan DeLusso trying to help Rick Hughes lead. He did lead that lap, and he jumps to the bottom. That is teammate helping teammate. Rick Hughes now battling, and a very angry Richie Mancha trying to battle his way through these cars. Rick Hughes leads with 21 laps to go in the Peeps Pepsi Dodge.
The 25 and 0 actually have speed.
They do. They do. They've stayed up now that they've caught with the draft. And it is a reckless racing lockout. That is, again, that 25 car. Oh, here comes the double 8.
I also said double 8.
Yep. Okay, that's got to go.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too slow.
So Kino going the first lap down after all that. Repairs just not working. Hughes with now, because of this, a massive advantage. Quinones all the way back here.
What was the point of that? The 78 isn't even slow.
I don't know. These cars got back together, but they're being held up by the 25. They got 2 seconds to go before they get to Rick.
Well, the more cars they have...
Oh my gosh. Rick almost just got taken out by lap cars. Not ideal to go 3 wide with lappers when you're trying to lead this thing. And the pack behind him is catching. I think he's trying to get these guys lined up so they could stay in the lead. But at this rate, yeah, they're catching him at an alarming rate. Andy Bewley at the point. It's gone down an entire second that lap around. Rick Hughes is going to drop like a rock the instant Andy gets to him, down to a second and dropping even further 8/10. 6/10 down the back straightaway. They've caught the draft. Andy's car is coming to life. 3/10, half of an entire back straightaway, and caught the field. There she is. makes the move on Rick. 13 laps to go, 14 laps to go. And Andy leads on the outside line. Lap car still at the front of this. Quinones trying to come back up to help his teammate, and as well as Ryan. Hughes now leading as they are 3 wide, 3 different drinks, all 3 side by side. This could end disasteringly. 13 laps to go. To the bottom, Rick Hughes leads up at the top, defending second place. Andy Bewley. It is now a Reckless Racing 1-2 with Dutch Brothers in 3 and 4. The RRs are battling each other. 3 wide into the corner. Contact is made. Quinones defending Hughes. Moves Mancha out of the way. Mancha says, thank you very much. I'll still take that spot from you. And he moves into the second spot on the bumper of the 48 car. 12 to go at the line. Heated battle between these two teams. The 84 of Bewley stays to the side of the 82 car. We saw the contact made with the 9 again. Will he try and move the 84 going into the corner? Again, he does. Contact as he moves the 84 up the racetrack to try and block losing that position as well. Hughes leads at the very front of the pack now as the lap cars finally get shuffled around, and they go back side by side for the lead. Reckless Racing versus Rebel Racing in the walls, Andy Bewley. There it is. All night after having the fastest car on track, battled with the 29 car, and gets taken out by Daniel Quinones.
I think she did that to herself. She comes down one more time on the 9 car.
Let's try different.
I think that was really...
No.
She wasn't giving Dan any room.
Look at Dan's car moving that.
Because like, what's Dan supposed to do? At some point, enough's enough.
He's the one that's been antagonizing. This is in response to him.
He's been trying to keep the 84 off his door. She keeps trying to crowd him. It's bound to happen.
Literally, the 9's been the one pushing them around.
Because she keeps crowding him.
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, she was.
He started it.
3 laps in a row.
He started it. He started with the 9 moving the 82 car around. There's the warning to the 9. He started it. That's the whole reason why.
Ratio.
This ain't an axle, this is racing.
Is it arithmetic?
You're arithmetic.
You know you.
Alright, going through the field. Richie Mancha leads at the very end of this race. This should be the last restart that we're going to have. Rick Hughes is in second in the 48 Peeps Pepsi Dodge. Daniel Quinones, who just got the warning for the intentional wrecking. The Analtech number 9 is in third. Anissa Natniewski is in fourth. And Dylan Young wraps out the top 10. Brad Smith in 6th. Benjamin Thomas is in 7th. David Walsh is in 8th. Jamie Carter is in 9th. And Brandon Crasta, rounding out the cars on the lead lap, is in 10th after pitting. He is at the back end of the field. Single file restart ordered for The final restart of the race.
Oh, because they have to go to the back.
Oh, okay. Got scared. This is going to allow all of the cars that are going for the lead of this to be able to battle each other. Have a clean, fair fight for this last shot at the win. Everybody is up here for this top 10 battle. It's been Rebel Racing versus Reckless Racing. Reckless has the upper advantage. Ben moving himself up as well in this pack has potential. Hopefully the last race start. It will be 7 laps to go for the Dubby 375K at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Is it going to be Richie? Will it be Rick Hughes or Daniel Quinones? Can Anissa and Young pull the upset? Will it be a Toyota? Carter's back up here and Crasta the underdog. Green flag is back in the air and we're racing in Atlanta. Reckless Racing cars now looking to the inside of the 82. The 9 helps the 48. They're going to go side by side down the back straightaway. Rick Hughes takes the lead over Richie Mancha. Dilling's going to try and help out the Ford. Already 3 wide behind it as the females there are trying to split this. Francie wishing she was on the lead lap to battle for this win. 6 laps to go. Mancha barely leads at the line. Battling side by side, 2 by 2 for 8 rows deep, and a break into 3 wide goes Jamie Carter to the inside of Vanessa.
First contact.
The pole sitter now into the top 5, trying to reclaim the win. Going into 4th as they cross the line. And now it's a Reckless Racing side by side with 5 to go. Contact with Young and Anissa. Oh, and a bump there too. That's going to separate that 4.
No, Brandon's trying to go through the middle.
Yep. Here comes Crasta, 3 wide. Reckless Racing, it's their race to lose now. Who is going to be able to challenge Rick Hughes and Daniel? 4 to go at Atlanta.
Richie Manson's trying to use the topmost lane all by himself.
Look at the block by Rick Hughes all the way up to the top on Richie Mancha to let the 9 car go through. Here comes Crasta. Here comes the lap car. It's going to change the entire feed of this. Always. Gotta freaking love it. Had a great race. Gotta freaking love it. I don't deserve that position. Go away. At 55 being disqualified for the actions of that.
No lap car, no. Francie's trying to help Daniel Quinones over Brandon Crasta.
Coming to 2 laps to go, it's going to be Quinones versus Crasta. Crasta hasn't won an official race in this series ever, and neither has Quinones. We're going to have a first-time winner, whether we like it or not tonight. Here comes Quinones down the back straightaway. Crasta's clear of the 91. Benjamin Thomas in 3rd is barely down the back straightaway catching these guys. Does Ben have enough time to catch him? 1 lap to go. Daniel leads at the line into turns 1 and 2.
Man, what is Francie doing?
I don't think it's going to be enough time for Ben. He's getting there at a fast rate, but it's just not enough. Here comes Krasta trying to use the side draft off the 91 down the back straight. It's not going to be enough for him. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Ben and Carter going side by side. Lap car right at the end of the race. Going to split them up. And Quinones wins at Atlanta. Ben finishes second. What a recovery for Reckless right at the end. Krasta gets third. Mancha's fourth. Carter fifth. Walsh sixth. Young seventh. Hughes finishes 8th, Brad Smith is 9th, and Anissa wraps out all the cars on the lead lap. What an exciting finish. Let's go on board with Benjamin's last pass at the end. The lap car holding him up. He goes all the way to the outside to finish second from that. He started that lap 1.1 away from them. Back into 4th position. Great final drive for Benjamin. And a huge congratulations for Quinones to get his first FARCA win. See, there they are on pit road, side by side. Benjamin giving a huge and fast-paced thumbs up to him. They're very excited to do a 1-2 finish. Reckless Racing getting the 9 and 24 back on top for them. And a great way to end a very exciting and crazy rec field race. Did you have fun? Adam is speechless. He's on the Twitter looking at the football. All right, next week we are at the...
Look at that fucking...
Look at that angry man.
Martin Truex wannabe.
He is. Look at that beard.
Yeah.
It's like he copied it from a photo.
And the hair, too. Like, Derek Carr is just Martin Truex Jr.
See, he wants to be a car. That's why.
Yeah, see, exactly. His favorite car is Molten Truck.
Next week, we will be at Chicagoland Speedway for the Tropicana 400K.
Look, they said, what's the best quarterback wide receiver duo? This man's a tight
end.
end.
So huge congratulations again to Reckless Racing. Rebel Racing tried very hard to stay with them, and Krasta with the 3rd place finish.
Another week in a row, the 0 car, more than double-digit laps down, finishes top 20.
My car got annihilated.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
It's been rough. It's been rough.
Hard,
really
rough start. Well, cars are going to wear down big time from this one because it's one of the longer races of the year. So please make sure you guys check all of your stuff and bring some good cars to Chicagoland. Thanks for having a great race at Atlanta for us. We'll see you guys in the next one.